With how much? Shield and armor.
Oh man.
They're going to bat first.
Why are we batting first?
It's a slow wicket.
what we do here is go back.
All right, we are here. Let's go. What is up, people? Hi, hello. Foxtrot over here. We are going to witness Mercenaries go against Black Knights. And how are we looking today, chat? What is up? What is going on? Hello. We're going to see bans coming up. I'm not going to commentate about the bans. You guys can see it yourselves. I'm just gonna, try and get ourselves into the mood of this lovely match that we are going to witness today. This will be a best of 3, and we will see really good teams go against each other. I'm so excited to see what happens today. I'm so excited to see what these teams bring out in their strategies, in their gameplay. If there's something new I can learn from them today, because that's the whole point of it, right? So let's have some fun today, guys. Let's see what happens. Hey man, hey, what's up? Luck no skill. Hi, welcome to the chat. Let's go. Let's bring our whole community down here. Let's get them going. Casters watching the chat is a new thing. I think we as a community, we're lacking somewhere behind, in trying to have some wholesomeness between each other. So yes, and plus there's not much I can do solo casting. I cannot just talk to myself or something like that. But yeah, so I guess the chat keeps me going. We've got lovely lineups coming up from Mercenaries. We've got Beat, Avim, EX7, Sparko, Viper, and from Black Knights we've got Uchiha, Obito. I think that's Aniket, if I'm not wrong. We've got Dutch Fries, Cybergear, Ghosty, and Jittery. So let me just make notes just in case I get lost in between or something. Yes, we've got Dutch Fries on the Dokubi. I'm actually surprised they're gonna have to go and pick Dokubi for the smoke use that they're going to use, I guess, for the planting, and not Jackal or something like that. Since they haven't banned Jackal on a map like Coastline, I think Jackal is pretty favorable. Is there a voice lag? Is it? Let me just hold on. Does the voice lag still exist? Is it okay now? See, I've not really sure. Let me know, guys. Let me know if there's a voice lag. Okay, yeah, okay. Thank you, Shashwat. Thank you for clearing that up. All right, here we go. We've got first defense side coming up on the Kitchen. Kitchen is very well favored after what the new meta has been exhibiting to us recently from what we've been seeing in Siege. They're going to go for a standard Kitchen hold. We'll have Alibi, we'll have a Legion. Oh, would you look at that? That's a quite aggressive spawn pick coming out from Avim of Jaeger, and okay, that's Avim. I think that was pretty much expected, I would say. That's how Avim likes to play, I guess. That's just his play style. So Aniket over here on the sledge, and I think he's pretty, dependent. His team is pretty dependent on his sledge gameplay, because we've seen Aniket being so devastating on sledge so many times that I think it's the right pick, and that is the person you should always rely on if you want to go with some fragging power and as well as with some soft breaching. And as I speak about it, he takes out the head of EX7, and that will be the pulse down. So there's no more plan denial, surprise plan denial rather, coming out in the later of the round. So let's just see how Black Knights, I'm sorry, Mercenaries react to this, because they stand at a one-man deficit so early into the match already. And there you go, as I speak about it, Sparko takes out Dutch Fries, refragging and equalizing on the manpower they have. It's a 4 versus 4 now, with the sledge opening up aquarium peak holes, making sure he's establishing vertical gameplay. I think they're trying to flush out the Legion, and would you look at that? They are in fact going to take the control of VIP above. They're going to take the time, make sure that their C4 gets wasted, and that's the Mira C4 down too. So there's no more C4s in play, so the vertical gameplay is totally in the hands of the attack team now. Black Knights so far looking so good. They've got lovely map control. They're pushing really good, and not really sure how they intend to make it for that plant, or they would just go and depend on their fragging power. There you go. Sparko takes out one more. I did not see that. I'm sorry. I was trying to address the chat, and that will be the Dokubi down. So there's no more smokes remaining for the plant to go down, and that's a really bad disadvantage for the attack team. And as I speak about it, Ghosty is going to take out Sparko, who's been so devastating this round, and that'll equalize things, making it a 3 versus 3. I think Black Knights still have a very good upper hand on this, but they're really running low on time on 30 seconds, and they're still not sure if there's a roamer on the blue bar. Viper's actually going to rotate back onto Aquarium, try and retake the vertical control they have, and maybe even go for a potential flank. And as I speak about it, Beat is going to take out Jittery. We're approaching the 50-second mark. It's going to go up to the kitchen window, and that's not going to matter. It's a 3v1 with the Buck left alone on Cyber Gear. He's going to vault in, try and get those shots, but cannot connect, and will die to the Legion of Viper. Oh, that started falling apart very easily after after a moment in the round for the attack team, and that did not look so good for them. I think they should have been more coordinated on what they're trying to push, or what they're trying to establish control over, because they had a lot of vertical control, and they did not have enough flank drones, because Viper could go back all the way back to Aquarium, and that is not supposed to happen, at least not while a call is being made. So that was a nice round. First round, Mercenaries take it. So good fragging coming out from all of them. And we'll see EX7 6-pick the Rook onto Jaeger. And yes guys, as I speak about it, can we get some kudos for Shaiko in the chat, who's on the cam duty, who's helping me cast this lovely match, who's making sure we don't miss the best parts of this lovely gameplay that we're about to witness. So much love for Shaiko in the chat, guys. And and as we speak about it, we will move on to the second round of Mercenaries versus Black Knights, where they'll be using a castle instead this time, and they'll be going onto the blue bar Sunrise defense, while they hold kitchen with a Mira strat. So Mira is being really used here. You see, they haven't banned Mira, so they've still got that upper hand. And I think Nomad was a very expected ban, because once you have Nomad into play, your winning chances on defense are marginally decreased. Like, there is no control that you can, exhibit. There's nothing you can fight back against once you have Nomad into the play. So I think Nomad is a pretty good ban, pretty standard ban I would say, coming up, and pretty expected. So yes, with that being said, we will move on to how they're trying to set this up. We've got 2 roamers above, and one of them will get taken out by the sled so early onto the round. Oh my god, that was such a nice kill from the window of Hookah. That is Aniket for you guys. That's a sledge of Aniket, yes. He is pretty reliable on that, I guess. Viper's just going to wait out patiently, knowing there's somebody outside. He's going to get droned though. Not really sure if he knows. He does know now, but he still is going to make sure he holds on to this. Dokubi is going to make a way onto the VIP, maybe even establish a crossfire, try and get Legion, but he's going to fall back, just farming those mines. That is all that matters. And would you look at that, Jaeger almost catches Dokubi off guard, and he will take the head off of Dutch Fries and push downstairs. So that's a pretty good kill. That was the equalizer they needed, and that is also the smoke down for the attacking team. Ghosty is going to get spotted on the default cam. So now the defenders do know that there's a guy on top. There is somebody playing on that 90. There is an attacker, and it's nobody. It's Ghosty. You see, we've got Aquarium control. The attacking teams made their way upstairs, while Legions are trying to move below and after farming those mines. I think he's done his job. Not quite there. I mean, with the 1 minute left on the clock, maybe not how they're supposed to, not how they planned it to go. But yeah, it was pretty good, I would say. You waste a lot of time on your roam. I think your objective there is done. So yes, that is how we'll be pushing. EX7 actually takes out pretty good health out of Aniket in that little gunfire exchange they had from that peak hole they established on the vertically. They're still going to invest a lot of time on making sure that they have enough peak holes so that they can rely on after their plant. EX7, what a lovely reaction time you've got, man, onto that blue stairs. Jittery is going to take off a beam, and that will be the smoke down, so no more plant denial coming up. Thermite's going to go in for the default plant while EX7 tries to spray and take out the head of Cyber Gear, but that won't matter. And that will actually, he does take out Cyber Gear, and it's a 3 versus 2 with everybody so low on health. In fact, that's a 3 versus 1 with only Jittery left alive. He's going to have to clutch this out with everybody so low on health, and he won't because he will be downed, and the round goes in the favor of Mercenaries yet again. You see, this is what Black Knights have been doing. They did the same thing in the past round, and they did that again. They're trying to establish so much control and not convert on it. They've got the top control established. They know they have a vertical gameplay. They know if they go for a plan, they can always watch, but there is just no converting on that. So I guess Black Knights are going to have to, work themselves up a little bit on the execution in the last few ending seconds of the round. And yes, that'll be it. We will proceed on to round 3 of this match, map 1 of Coastline. We'll see the defense go on to Hookah. The defense has won both the rounds so far. It's really satisfying to look at, because when your defensive stats come into play and they work like you want them to, it's a really very satisfying feeling. I would say, yes, at least for me that would be. So yes, the Vigil won't be that useful, and hence will be 6-picking onto Legion, and that is a Viper, if I'm not wrong. What is up, people? What is up, the chat? We are seeing everybody over here. Hello, the TD squad is here. Hi guys, hi. Welcome to this stream. We're about to witness some good teams go against each other. Black Knights are actually putting up a very good fight until we reach the last few seconds of the round, but the last few seconds they just are not converting on it. That's just sad to watch. But nevertheless, Black Knights, I was about to say Black Dragons for a second. Excuse me. Black Knights supporters in the chat, let them know. Come on, guys, your team needs your support. Give them a bit of that. I'm actually not surprised. Abhi did not try any spawn peaks after the first round. His teammates are probably like, dude, what are you doing? Don't do that. So yes, no more aggressive plays we are seeing from Mercenaries, and I think yes, that is pretty understanding. Oh my God, Sparko, would you look at that, guys? That was such a lovely headshot onto the Lambo door, and will take out the head of IQ. That's a direct counter for Pulse, and yes, you do not engage in unexpected gunfights like that with the Pulse of Sparko, I guess. That's a really early take, and that's a really good operator that just went down, so they don't have any more information relaying back onto where the ADSs are, or where the Pulse is playing, or where the Legion mines are working. So that's a really good pick, I would say. Sparko moving back, trying to play easy. He's not going to go over aggressive, and that is just a wise thing to do. Meanwhile, as we speak about it, the underdog gets banned by BattleEye. So I guess no more the underdog, right? It's just the classic nade that'll take out 2 of the alibis of EX7. He's gonna save that one. He's like, okay, I'm gonna need this. I only have 1 left. And he's gonna take the place which just got naded. So he's just gonna make sure that expect the unexpected logic. He's just gonna stay there. And would you look at that quick peek coming out? He knows there's a grenade being cooked, and he just lobs a grenade in but won't convert on it, and will get down. EX7 takes out the sledge of Aniket, and that's a 3 versus 5, looking so dominant on this round. Black Knights, will this be the first victory for Black Knights? let's. I'm sorry. Will they? I'm sorry. Why am I so confused? We are seeing the attack team go so devastating, on getting devastated by the mercenaries. We've got 4 versus 3, and it still doesn't look so good for Black Knights. I'm sorry, chat. I just got a little too much fanboyed over there. And there you go. Jittery takes out Viper. EX7 will take out Ghosty. Avim will take out Cyber Garrett. So 1 versus 3 with Jittery left alone from Black Knights. Doesn't look good for them on this round too. It's going to be a massacre. They know where he is because he's going to open this. EX7 is going for a potential flank, making sure that the Hibana does not come out from that room. And would you look at that? 200 IQ gameplay. He just goes prone and doesn't pick a necessary fight, but will get taken off nevertheless by the Mira on beat of Mercenaries. That's a 3rd non-stop dominating round for Mercenaries. So we've gone 3-0 with every single round in the favor of the defense. So I think Black Knights are just not, able to fight back on this. Maybe they're just trying to compose themselves, trying to make a strategy that they're trying to experiment maybe, because their attack is totally failing, as we can see. They're getting picked one by one, and that is just not working for them. I think they need a change of momentum. Maybe a next map might offer it. Maybe operator change or lineup change might offer it. Not really sure what is going on in their head. Nevertheless, let us see what this round brings us. Will the defense dominate once again and take a 4-round win non-stop? Or will Black Knights retaliate this round when they've gone to kitchen again? So I think if anything Black Knights has got to do, they've got to do it now, because they tried something in the first round on kitchen defense. It did not work. That attack just, they could not break the defense of theirs. But maybe this time they know what they're going to do, because the last time they countered them. So oh my god, Hibana. Yes, we just witnessed that, guys. This is why you don't roam around barricades trying to be over aggressive or just wrong spot at the wrong time of beam. That's the Jaeger down. That's I wouldn't say the ADSs wouldn't be coming to use because they're already being put down by now. But yes, the carbine is not into play anymore, and that is what matters the most. Carbine is also devastating. That gun is just a beast. So with that being said, EX7 knows there's somebody above. He's waiting for that lovely C4 kill onto Aniket, who just took out the head of Jaeger with that lovely one tap. Now that's one C4 gone, and that was the Mira C4 if I'm not mistaken. We'll see a sunrise control that they're going to try to establish so that there's no late flanks coming out when they try to go for the plant. There we go. Beats just going to relocate himself, making sure there's no peak holes that he can be countered from, and Ghosty gets taken down, and that's the Ash taken down by the Legion of Viper. We've got racist chat people towards the players that we're trying to play. Let's just keep this chat wholesome, guys. And yes, we will see lovely positioning coming up from the defense. The Pulse is actually in the blue bar, and the Legion is on the Lambo door. So if there is anything that the attack is trying to perform onto a late gameplay, because we are approaching the 40-second mark already, they are going to have to make sure that they shake out these defenders from the nice positioning that they've made for themselves. And as I speak about it, Sparko is just gonna walk his way up to the white stairs of Penthouse. And EX7 takes out Dutch Prize, and that's their IQ down. And that won't matter because Aniket's actually gonna go for the plant. And Beat's gonna take out Cyber Gear. It's a 2 versus 4 with the Mira taken down by Aniket. He's gonna fake that plant and go again behind the white walls wardrobe of that black thing. And yes, Jittery is gonna take out Sparko. It's a 2 versus 2. It's a lovely equalizer coming out. So he's gonna play time now. EX7 takes out one more. It's a 2 versus 1. They don't know that Jittery is on the kitchen window, but now they do. He's gonna vault in just like that and not see that the EX7 was playing on the blue hallway, and will get his head taken off. One more round goes into the favor of Mercenaries. Black Knights, what are you doing, guys? You had such a lovely round going to your favor. I don't know what the team size and Reggie is exhibiting right now, but yes, Black Knights, I'm sorry, Dark Knights are just getting so dominated over here, and there's no chance, there's no window that they are able to find in Mercenaries, and that is exactly the opposite of what Mercenaries is doing. They're finding a window where they are able to pin Black Knights down, and they're getting them over there. There's no mistakes you're supposed to make over here, Black Knights. You make a mistake, Mercenaries will punish you for that. So I'm not really sure what's going on in their mind. Let's see if round 5 is any different. Oh yes, Mike, I do know that actually. I happen to follow our community very closely, and we do we do call him that, yeah, I guess. But Abhim's pretty famous, I would say, for his aggressive peaks, for peaks you wouldn't really, you know, expect people to peak, and that is, I think that is a small window where he converts, you know. Hey, who's gonna peak that? And he does, and you die. So yes, I think that is how Abhim functions, but maybe not in this match, probably not after the first round. He's gonna work his way with his team, and I think that is what that matters. You have that understanding made between your team. You're supporting each other, refragging, making the right calls. That is what will matter. We've got Beat pressing out his Mira so late into the round. I don't see Cyber Gear working his way up with his switch drones, you know, trying to take out the Mira, because on a defense side like this where they're going Blue Bar and Sunrise, Mira is also important. You take out a Mira, and it's going to, you know, hinder the defense a little bit. Maybe not make a really bad advantage, give you a marginal advantage, but yes, the defense will get shook. They're going to have to change their position, relocate, and make some changes to the things that they're trying to hold. So, Cyber Gear, we are waiting for you to make up, you know, try to helter-skelter the defense with your Twitch drone. While Buck stays injured outside, Cyber Gear is gonna lose a little bit of his health, and would you look at that, Ghosty takes out the head of 2 people as I speak about it. Sparko and EX7 get taken down by the Ghosty of Z-Rush, and evidently in this match, I would say Black Knights rather. That's 2 down for the defense, while 5 people, or maybe 4, stay alive on the side of Black Knights. It's looking good so far. It's a 3 versus 4. The Puck is low on health, maybe. Yes, he is. But that will matter, in fact, as B takes out Jittery. It's a 3 versus 3 again. This is just repetition of what's happening in the last 4 rounds. Mercenaries are waiting for that window where Black Knights gives them, and they are just penetrating into that. They're just making sure there's no fallout. There's no way that Black Knights retaliates from that little small window that they get. 3 versus 3. We are approaching the 50-second mark, and Avim will take out Cyber Gear, and that's a 3 versus 2 now. Not great positioning coming out from the attack, I would say so far. The Hibana still out at Sunrise, while Avim is trying to stall them as much as they can. That's 2 smoke canisters down, and in fact that's 3. That's all smoke canisters out. IQ is actually inside the objective, and he's gonna get his head taken. Now that's not really a good side to play, leaving the Hibana in a 1 versus 3. Aniket on that Hibana is gonna have to relocate, gonna have to move, and will take out the Mira, who is trying to make free fires happen, and that's a 1v1. Will Aniket of Black Knight clutch this and get the 1 round into the favor of Black Knights? That is what is going to happen, and that will. Aniket reads in, stops the plant, makes sure that he just gets the kill onto Legion. And guys, here's the proof. Pros maybe do fake. That was a lovely fake plant coming out from Aniket, and he will do take out and give the first victory into the favor of Black Knights. That was a 1-man show, guys. 1 versus 3 clutch. Lovely play by Aniket. Really lovely play. Exactly, yes, you can maybe quote me on that. So the first round into the favor of Black Knights. Let's see if Black Knights are actually up to their momentum. Maybe this round has put them in a psychological momentum. I would say that, yeah, let's just go get this, guys. Let's get this. We've got this round. We can get the rest too. So hopefully we'll see a more of a, a head-to-head fight, because so far what we see is a really methodical gameplay. We saw so far is they've been doing the drone work. They've been doing this. They've been doing that. There were really less hype moments because there was so much refragging coming up on really good opportunities that Mercenaries were showing us, because Black Knights was just not able to stand up against it. And the last round was very evident on what the further rounds could bring us, what excitement the further rounds will bring us, in fact. And yes, with that being said, we will proceed on to round 6 of the first map of Coastline, marking the last round of Mercenaries on defense before we switch sides. And would you look at that? See, it's just the team understanding. You don't shoot your teammates while they try to walk in your free fire. I'm actually surprised that the Ash chose to walk into the pre-fire despite the Hibana shooting from a really long time. You lose 1 HP also, it's really devastating on a gameplay like this. I mean, this is no joke. This is the ESL Community Cup Finals, guys. You've got to give your best over here. Being droned right here. Pulse gets droned out. Cybergear is pretty close here, but he knows there was a Pulse playing, but Pulse just gotta fall back. There's 3 people partially holding the blue stairs of Cool Vibes. So, not really sure what's going on in their heads, because one wrong move and it could not turn out in their favor at all. And Mercenaries really need to keep up their synergy at this point, because if they allow Black Knights to retaliate on this round, Black Knights are going to be on such a high moral. And would you look at that? Viper takes down Dutch Fries, and it's a 4 versus 5. He cannot take out Cybergear, though it'll get equalized on a 4 versus 4 now. B are looking at, again, the 4-round gameplay that we just saw in the starting 4 rounds, and that's B taken out Jittery. Would you look at that? Really intelligent placement of the Mira, knowing that there's nobody outside hookah. There's no need to play in the backside of the Mira. He's just gonna relocate himself, make sure he uses the advantage to his best. And Aniket is going to take out Sparko. That's a 3 versus 3 now, equalizing while we hit the 50-second mark. The Mira is just going to wait over here and might get noted, and Cybergear is actually going to hear out or not that the Hibanas, the Miras trying to barricade, and Avim's gonna take out Ghosty, Beat's gonna take out Aniket, and it's a 1 versus 3, and it won't matter because EXL will take out the head of Cyber Gear. Mercenaries are not letting this one go. Oh, they are so not letting this one go. That marks the role swap of the first map. Mercenaries proceeding on to the attack now, and Z-Rush, or rather Black Knights. I'm sorry, that's just the fanboy in me speaking. Z-Rush. See, if I say Z-Rush, please no, I'm saying Black Knights, please. Yes, thank you. And we will proceed on to round 7, where Mercenaries stands 1 round away from match point. Is this a potential match point, or will we see something really, really good come out from Black Knights? Try and retaliate on the defense, because attack clearly did not work out for them, except for that one-man show in that one round that Aniket exhibited. Stream is super smooth. Thank you once again. Shout out to Shaiko, shout out to, me obviously, but yeah, we both are out here. He's on the cams, he's making sure you get all the best angles, he's making sure you get all the spicy one taps down for the highlights in case you want to make one. And yes, we are making sure that we get the best experience out of this, because come on, it's the ESL Community Cup Finals. It's a really good milestone for our community. And it's not just any teams, it's Mercenaries versus Black Knights or Z-Rush or whatever you like to call it, guys. I'm so sorry. We also I'm gonna have to mention Akansh, who's in the chat, who's making the stream look really beautiful with the overlays, with the thumbnails and shit. So yes, this is the team, this is the back end team you are watching this stream happen. That being said, we are looking at a best of 3. Yes, Ariel, we are. And we've got really innovative abuses coming out. Well, luckily because of my Bengali companionship, I somehow do know the meaning of that, and I'm really glad you're countering the YouTube's algorithm of the chat and cursing in local languages. So that's pretty good, I would say. Yes, Jittery is actually going to go on Echo, and we haven't seen an Echo play come out yet. The Twitch drone gets taken out with not much of his use made there. Jittery is being way too, he's getting helter-skeltered a lot, and with that being said, Avim is going to take out the head of Cyber Gear, and that's the Jaeger down, and the Jaeger's down, the Carbine is down, and the Carbine is also devastating. That gun has got so much firepower. How would you look at that? Viper and Beat are going to get disconnected actually. Not really sure what has happened over there. So we're gonna wait on some information from them. Shaiko is going to look into it, I guess, and he will. Or do you want me to, Shaiko? Give me a minute, guys. Avim's gonna take out Dutch Fries. It's a 3 versus 3 while 2 people of theirs are disconnected. Let me make sure that we are not looking at a rehost, or if we are, how are we proceeding with it. Give me a minute, guys. Let me just go and make sure everything is going fine on their end, and I'll be back.
Beauty's in place. Loading new magazine! Nest ready to knock over.
Alright guys, so I just got the information from Shaiko, and we will be proceeding for a rehost. Coming back to the present round in hand, it's a 2 versus 2 where it turns to 1 versus 2 with only Thatcher of EX7 left onto the round to clutch this out in a 1 versus 2 while he's gonna have to go for the plant. How can you not see that, Aniket? He's right there in front of you, man, and he will eventually see him, take him out. It's not going to matter because they had a really bad man disadvantage, and we will proceed on to a rehost. So, what's up, chat? Let me just play some music for you. Give me like a second, I would say. I don't want my stream getting copyrighted, right? 1 second.
Are you having trouble with the Wi-Fi? All you have to do is just follow the instructions. I need you to laugh.
Serious? Now? Boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
स्टार्ट कर it's okay, it's okay. It's okay.